So it's a new dawn, a new day, and I got some stuff to say. So yesterday I came across something that I found so very fucking interesting. It's called the Mandela Effect, right? And so I'm like, oh, this sounds interesting. And so I'm just going to briefly just read something that I found here on Snopes.com. The Mandela Effect. The Mandela Effect is a collective misremembering of a fact or of an event. Various theories have been proposed to explain what causes it, some more sensible than others. So, of course, many people have many theories about what this can possibly mean. It says, human memory is a peculiar thing, at once astonishing in its scope and power and dismaying in its fallibility, whatever. There is much we don't know about how memory works, but suffice it to say it isn't perfect. Particularly vexing is the phenomenon of false memories. Erroneous or unconsciously fabricated recollections of past events that feel so real and true that people who experience them refuse to accept evidence to the contrary. So psychologists call this phenomenon confabulation, right? The term is used clinically to refer to memory defects experienced by patients with brain damage, and also to describe everyday phenomenon like embellishing the truth when recounting events and inventing facts on the fly to fill in gaps in memory. We've all done these things at one time or another, though we're rarely conscious of it when we do. So one of the things that I guess why they named it the Mandela Effect is due to the misinformation of Nelson Mandela, and where people can remember in a course of time that they believe that the man had died when he was in prison, some shit like that. So, but it turns out he didn't pass away until like fucking 2013, when they thought that he died in the 1980s. And then people, a good amount of people around the world recall this misinformation as the memory, like, even some people can say, oh, I remember, I read something somewhere where someone said they can remember specifically like the wife speaking, at his funeral or some shit like that. So this information that circulated about or was believed to be truth in the 80s. And meanwhile, the man's alive, right? So where did this misinformation, this come from? So some theories say that this is a great explanation of like parallel universes. Now, I personally can, based off of just the basic understanding of the possibility of there being infinite parallel universes existing within this multidimensional universe, I know this can be absolute in truth. That's me. So who wouldn't love to hear of these stories being shared in our time now, to say, oh my god, these kind of events identify with this understanding of like parallel universes existing, because how can a whole collective group of people recall this information that wasn't true? Like, did they slip into this alternate reality that they lived through understanding, and then somehow everybody reunited in this other alternate reality and are now sharing in their experience with misinformation? Like, wait a minute, no, I don't remember that, or no, he's alive, like, and then it turns out like, he's alive or whatever. The same thing like with Fruit Loops. I used to eat Fruit Loops as a kid, and I do recall the box being FROOT, loops, LOOPS, or even Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes always being loony, Looney, and then tunes, Toons or ES, or one of those tunes of however they spelled it, was our childhood experience. But as of today, they will say that it was never spelt that way. It was always spelled loony and then tunes, Tunes. And then here you come and you're like, that's not true. How can that be true? Because I remember I used to watch Looney Tunes, and I remember specifically because, you know, tunes, loony, me, you know, so I'm gonna be. And so now you have a whole bunch of people out there like, what the fuck? Like, so these alternate realities, parallel universes, like, did we like slip into one, go into one, experience one, not even know these time slips, these time dips, these time flips, these instant hits of something that is occurring that maybe we're not awakened to? Now, being the kind of like spiritualists, evolutionists, and you know, cheerleader of all, you know, esoteric realms and quantum theories of, you know, multidimensional universes, parallel universes, and spirit realms, and all this other kind of shit, you would think I would jump on quick to this. But intuition does, you know, sometimes can be an interesting fix of a hit, because reading about it and being very much interested in what I'm reading, like, you know, the ability to be able to third party observe, you know, these informations that are being fed across these lands for all of us to try to comprehend and understand and, you know, relate to in some kind of way. The ability to be able to not be persuaded by absolutely everything that I come across, like, just because even, you know, I go, we're not going to break that down because this is not what this is about right now, so I'm not going to even go there, because I'm going to try to stay centered and focused about what we're speaking about at this moment in time, because, you know, there is just so much that is on my mind, and then, you know, this poetic shrine in me that just fucking, you know, burst out and blabbers away free babble, you know, enchantress to babble. But I do need a moment break, because there is something that is cooking on my plate. I'll be back in a moment. Take one, take two, take three. This is just a momentary pause. Still, I'm not ready to go back into this whole Mandela effect. I just want to say that I am so grateful. I am so thankful. I am so feeling blessed. I am awakening myself, and in every single way, every single day, and the excitement that breathes in me lives to, you know, find her voice and constantly speak, you know, a right that each of us do have for ourselves. But we are these living wells, and, you know, the dive that we must take to embrace, you know, this awake kind of feeling, kind of, you know, breathing. It's exciting, and I'm just thankful. So if you're here and you're showing, you know, your support, we're connecting, you know, you and I, we're resonating at this time, vibe, soul tribe, coming alive, support of every kind. I just want to thank you, really thank you. Yeah, so I'll be back.